Okay, hi there. I was kind of thinking that when I'm recording these tutorials, they should really be in American, like 99% of all the tutorials that you ever see on the YouTube. So I'm gonna show you this. Let me just tell you something here. I'm gonna just switch my screen here. Let me just go ahead right here and just tell you about how to embed documents on the WordPress. So, as you're aware, a lot of you have asked to display your work on the WordPress, and the advertising project should look something a little bit like this. But what if you've got a PDF document or a Word document and you want to be able to embed it so that your readers can flick through it? So, for example, with some of your magazine work, you may want it to look like this. This is a really great example of a magazine that that Eleanor produced here, and you can see how, let me show you here right about now, just here you can see that I've kind of done what's called embedded it into the WordPress website here. And I'm going to share a little secret with you guys as to how I've managed to do that. Okay, so let's just go through this simply and surely. Okay, so for your advertising project, I have asked you guys to plan an advertising campaign, and I have also provided you with some templates to help you do that. Okay, all of these templates are available for you on Canvas, our online virtual learning platform. So if you were to go into year 13, you would find right about here, and just let me show you this right here. So there's this assignment here, and right in here in the planning and production bit, there is some resources here, so including an advertising campaign template. Now, this template is actually a Word document, but you might want, when you finished it, to show it not as a Word document, but as a PDF that people can browse through. Now, currently on Office 365, you cannot generate what's called an embedded code. Okay, so I can see how some of you may have had problems being able to embed stuff. And also, if you were to go into like tools here, for example, and you try and find a plugin, so you might have done this before, and some of you might have been looking for example, a PDF embedder. And you can get PDF embedders, but most of these plugins will tell you that in order to install a plugin, you need to upgrade to the business plan. I'm here to tell you today that you don't have to do that. That's not that important. The only thing that you've got to do, really, is to have a Gmail account. And if you guys have got a Gmail account, you can actually embed PDF readers on WordPress in much the same way that I have done for you here. Okay, so let me just show you how to actually physically do that. First of all, you need to go to your edit options on the page where you want to display a PDF document. Okay, and right about here, you'll see this block that I've added, which has got some HTML language, or hypertext markup language. For those of you that don't know, hypertext markup language is the language for the internet that was developed by the English guy Tim Berners-Lee. You may have heard of him. So if you look here and add a block of custom HTML, you are allowed to write in these blocks any HTML that you like. So if you include some hypertext markup language of an embedded document, it will then display on your site. So for example, if you want to put a YouTube video into your website, I'm just going to pick this one, this random, strange, odd video off YouTube before.
Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud.
Okay, something to do with some kind of site that I've never even heard of. So if you go here, you'll see that there's an embedded code, and this embedded code is the hypertext markup language that you would need to put in your block in order to show a video. So you can see very quickly, I can paste it in there, and then when I preview it, the video comes up. But what if I've got like, you know, a PDF document? How on earth can I embed that into my WordPress? Well, what you need to do to get the embed code for a WordPress site, a PDF document, for example, firstly, you need to add a block like this, so you have this ready to paste in your embed code. And then if you have got Gmail, you will automatically have access to what's called Google Drive. Google Drive will allow you a certain amount of storage, okay, and I'm going to go to my drive right about here, and let me show you this. So I just need to log in to my Gmail, and then I can show you how to access the files and how to create an embedded code. So there's the magazine. You can see that I've embedded before, okay? And if you are working on your document here on Word, you might have completed your advertising campaign template, okay? And then you quite simply go to Save As, and then you would want about like save that rather than as a doc. You'd want to save it as a PDF, okay? So I can even rename it to Go on Website, or for web is often what people suffix their documents with, so that they know that they are for web. So now I have a PDF version of that. I can now go right about here to Google Drive and go to my file and go to upload my file, and there's the file I've just created there. Fantastic. Okay, and as you can see, Google Drive is uploading it. If I then go to that file and I look at this online, I then have these three dots, okay, and if I open this with Google Docs, then I should be able to get a version of this as an HTML format. Okay, so if I go to share, and I get the options for sharing, okay, and then I get the link. Got it. Okay, you'll find that if you're trying to do it like this, it's not going to work for you, okay? So rather than do all that stuff, here's what you do. You need to go, and it's very, very important that you do it like this and not by opening it and trying to go like that. You're naturally going to be drawn to do that in exactly the same way that I've done, okay? But there's my file, advertising template, okay? So if I go here, and then I get the link for that, so this is just the link. This is not the embedded code, it's just the link. But if I paste that link into my web browser, it will open in the web browser, okay? Then you can click on this option, Embed Item, and you will then get an embedded code, okay? And make sure that you've got it so you can allow it to be shared with others. But yep, make sure it's a shareable item, so you can share it with people. Got it. Okay, and it says it's restricted. Change it from restricted to anyone with link. It will update it, and then you can refresh your document. Go to the three dots in the corner, click Embed Item, and then copy the embed code. Go back to your WordPress, paste it in here, click the preview button, and hallelujah, here we go. This is your embedded PDF, all done, dusted. If you look at your site, you can then see all of this wonderful documents that I've got on there. And if I go to visit the site, you can see that in my planning and production, not only have I got a PDF, but the PDF is embedded and people can browse through there. Okay, so make sure that once you've done this, you update your website so it updates it. Make sure you then preview your page, make sure that everything's working. Okay, here we go. Refresh the page, and you should find that your PDF and any other content that you would like displayed on your WordPress site is embedded, ready for people to view. And that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that. I will let you guys get on with creating your creative portfolio. Thanks very much. Bye, everybody.